was a little girl, in the church I was going, two women were fighting in church. They were fighting, like cursing each other. One of the women was pregnant. Yeah, and they were fighting each other on Sunday, and the crowd gathered. I was young, I was a little girl, I was watching, and the crowd gathered, and they were trying to separate them, and they were saying, like, stop fighting. And the other woman told the pregnant woman, this is a true story, told the pregnant woman in church, you're going to die when you're giving birth to that baby. You're going to die when you're having that baby. And guys, do you know what?
She died.
She died when she was giving birth. Today, we're going to look at the power of words. The power of words. Yeah? That's what we're going to look at today. What did I say we're going to look at?
The power of words.
The power of words. And I'm going to start with a song. Do you all know Cliff Richards?
No.
Probably not, because he's 81.
81.
He's 81. Right, are we listening now? Yeah? So today we're going to look at the power of words. So as I said, Cliff Richards was a singer. And I don't know if he's still a singer, so I won't say was. He is a singer. And many years ago, he sang a song. Yeah, I'm going to sing that song to you. So you listen. Yeah? So he sang, when I was young, my father said, son, I have something to say. And what he told me, I will never forget until my dying day. He said, son, you're a bachelor boy, and that's the way to stay. Son, you'll be a bachelor boy until your dying day. When I was 16, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as can be. But just in time I remembered what my father said to me. He said, son, you're a bachelor boy, and that's the way to stay. Son, you'll be a bachelor boy until your dying day. Right. So you see, he sang that song when he was young. Do you know what a bachelor means?
No.
Okay. None of you know what bachelor? Emmanuel? No? Do you know what bachelor is? No. Okay.
Is your enemy?
No.
I'm glad you did.
No. A bachelor is a man who's old enough to get married. So like all of you, the young boys in here, you're not bachelors because you're still young. You're just kids.
I'm still young.
You're still young.
I'm still 5.
Yeah, so you can't get married now anyway. But if a man is old enough to get married and he doesn't yet have a wife, he's a bachelor.
What?
So he sang that song when he was young. Yeah. So Cliff Richards sang that song when he was very young. And you know, he never got married. He never got married. He never ever got married. You see? So I'm just trying to talk about the power of our words. We need to know what we say. We need to know how we talk, because there is power in our tongue. You see our tongue? There is power in it. That's why it's not good to swear. It's not good to curse people, because it could come to pass. There is power in your tongue. You understand? So when you say words to yourself, bad words to yourself, it's possible that it will come to pass. Do you understand me? You must always say positive things to yourself and to your children. There is power in our words. When I was a little girl, in the church I was going, two women were fighting in church. They were fighting, like cursing each other. One of the women was pregnant. Yeah, and they were fighting each other on Sunday, and the crowd gathered. I was young, I was a little girl, I was watching, and the crowd gathered, and they were trying to separate them, and they were saying like, stop fighting. And the other woman told the pregnant woman, this is a true story, told the pregnant woman in church, you're gonna die when you're giving birth to that baby. You're gonna die when you're having that baby. And guys, do you know what?
She died.
She died when she was giving birth to the baby.
Did the baby die?
The baby died, the mom died.
Was this in Nigeria?
What? In Nigeria. What? And it happened for real. Everybody went to that woman and said she killed that pregnant woman, but she said no, it wasn't her. She just said it, she didn't mean it. But we need to be careful with what we say. She probably did not cause it, but you see, she said it, and there was a lot of witnesses. So everybody then thought that that woman was a witch.
What?
Yeah. That woman wasn't. Well, we don't know what really happened, but she said it, and she said it openly in church, and it happened, and she died. So we need to be careful when we are talking. We need to be careful of what we say to ourselves.
Wait, what did the pregnant woman say?
Well, the pregnant woman is dead. So she's dead. You understand? Yeah.
So how did she go there and the baby?
We don't know. She went to hospital to have her baby and she died. So maybe there was complications with the birth. Maybe there was complications with the baby. You know, maybe the nurses, the midwives didn't look after her. But she died, but everybody blamed that woman because of what she said. So I'm just trying to accentuate that you have to be careful what you say to people and what you say to yourself. Don't say negative words to yourself. If you don't know something in class, when your teacher is teaching you, you don't say, oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm stupid. Don't say that to yourself. That's bad words. Yeah?
That's a bad word.
It is a bad word. Don't say that. It's a negative word. Don't call yourself stupid. Don't call yourself dumb. You're not dumb. If you don't understand it, then the teacher needs to explain it to you. If the teacher explains it and you still don't get it, then it's the teacher who is not teaching you properly. The teacher needs to teach you until you understand. You're not dumb. Do you understand? Yeah, if you don't understand, you ask your teacher, and your teacher will explain it to you. But you're not dumb. Don't say bad things to yourself. In Nigeria, this is also another true story. A friend of mine, just something. A friend of mine, you know what he said to me one day? He said, Tina, oh, I wish I was sick in the hospital so that people can be coming to visit me and saying sorry, and they can bring me grapes, and they can bring me Lucozade, and everybody will be looking after me, and I'll be sick in hospital. Do you know what happened to him?
What? Died?
He didn't die.
He got sick.
He got sick. It was a friend of mine. He got sick and he was in hospital, and we were all going to the hospital to say sorry to him.
Even your son. Did they give him grapes?
And we gave him grapes.
What?
And we bought him Lucozade. But he was in a lot of pain. He was in a lot of pain because he was very sick.
Wait, did they look after him? Wait, did they look after the man?
They looked after him, but later, because he told me, and later I went to him and I said, you see now what you said to yourself. Are you happy now? He said no. He doesn't want to be in hospital. He wants to be home. He said it and it came to pass. We need to be careful what we say with our tongues. Be careful what you say to yourself and what negative words you say to other people. Now, if you look in your handout, everybody look in your handout. Let's look at the first. Do you not have a handout? Yeah, open it up. Now, let's look at the first text there. Proverbs 18:21. Everybody, we need to read it together. Proverbs 18:21.
Proverbs 18:21.
Right, read it.
What you say can mean
Life or death. Those who love to talk will be rewarded for what they say. Do you remember? Do you understand? You will be rewarded with what you say. You will be rewarded with what you say. If you say good things to yourself, I am the top, I am rich, I am wealthy, I have good health, you will get it. If you say bad things to yourself, oh, I am dumb, oh, I am stupid, oh, I don't know anything, you will get it. You know what a reward is? You know a reward. When you do something, you get a reward. So the Bible is saying that those who love to talk, they will be rewarded with what they say. So you need to be careful of what you say. Do you guys listen? Don't say bad things. Don't sit down there one day because your mom told you off or your dad told you off and you say, oh, I wish my mom would just die. Exactly.
That's actually funny.
You can't say stuff like that. Yeah, you can't say. She could die. She could die. She could die because of something else. But you are going to be blaming yourself. She could die because of something else, completely else. Not because of what you said, but because you said it. Every day you're going to be thinking, is it because I said it? Is it because I said it? You will never forgive yourself. You see, you'll be kicking yourself every day. That I killed my mom. I killed my mom because I said this. And even the doctors and the nurses will be telling you that, no, it wasn't because of what you said. Your mom was sick. But still, it's going to be in your mind that maybe it's because of what you said. You understand? In a program I watched on the telly, A Little House on the Prairie, I think it was, the mom had a new baby, a baby boy. And because all the family, they were not looking after the baby. If the baby cries, they look after the baby. So the sister wasn't happy that now everybody's looking at the baby, nobody's paying her attention. And then she said, what did you say?
This is not true class. It's always in Sunday school.
And then she said that, oh, I don't like my baby brother. I wish he would go away. And the baby died. But the baby died because he was sick. You see, but the sister, she was always sad that because of what she said, that's why the baby died. And she went to her mom and she said, Mom, I'm really sorry that my baby brother died. It's because I said I wish he would go away. I wish he would go away. And they had to tell her that it's not because of what you said. You know what?
Maybe it might be because
it could be, exactly.
So maybe they might.
Yeah. So that's why we need to mind our tongues. So in the Bible, God said, you see, God said, let there be light, and there was light. You see the power of words. Anything God said, it happened. Anything God said, it happened. So if you had powers, special powers, and God said, anything you say today, the whole of today, is going to come to pass immediately. So what would you wish for? What would you be saying with your mouth? What would you be saying?
I would be praying.
You'll be praying. What would you be praying for?
Yeah. Maybe sick people to get better.
Sick people to get healed. That's what your tongue is for. You say you pray for sick people to get better.
To be strong and safe.
Yeah, you pray to save people. That's what you use your tongue for. You don't pray negative prayers. You don't pray for people to die. There is power in your tongue. So you need to speak positive words every time. Yeah.
Last week since Sunday, my dad said my dad loves more than anyone, and my mom said my dad would love. What did she say?
She said her dad said he loves her more than anyone
In the world.
in the world. And that could be true.
And my mom was not. And my dad was 9 and my mom said no.
Yeah.
That wasn't true.
Your dad could be speaking the truth. You see? So that's a good word to say to you. If your dad had said, I don't like you. You're going to be sad, isn't it? And you'll be miserable. You see, the power of the tongue. We must always say positive things. Yeah. Yeah? Now, turn your paper over. And can you see those two people there? What are the words in the speech marks? What are the words?
That one says
yeah, words can create. And what's the other one?
words can destroy.
Words can destroy. So you see, God created the earth by using words. He said, let there be animals. And there was animals. Let there be plants. And there was plants. Let there be light. He used words. And words can also destroy. You see, when people curse, they are destroying.
What? Words can destroy the world.
Words can destroy.
What?
Words can destroy. A lot of the wars that are happening is words that creates the war.
Oh no.
Somebody said something, and then a war starts. You see? And then there's like bombs and everywhere is being destroyed. It's words. You need to know how you talk. Yeah? Know how you talk. Now, when you hear anything, before you share the news, when you hear any news, yeah, before you share it with anybody, you need to ask yourself 3 questions. And the 3 questions are on your handout. I want you to read it out loud. Is it
necessary?
Yeah. So I need you to read out the 3 questions. There. So before you share anything with anybody, you need to ask yourself, is it true? Yeah? It's at the back. Yeah? What you're about to tell somebody that you heard, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Do you need to tell people that word? Yeah? Don't just hear something and you start telling everybody, oh, do you see what happened? Do you see what happened? Is it true? Before you share the news.
Yeah.
You need to, yeah, so it is what you're about to tell your friend. Is it kind? And is it necessary? Before you share it, you have to ask yourself those 3 questions. If it's not true, then don't tell somebody that this is what you heard, because you don't know if it's true. And you're just going to be there and you've just shared a lie. Is what you're about to share with somebody kind? If it's not kind, don't share it. Don't tell anybody. You need to have nice words in your mouth. Nice words. And is it necessary for you to share that word? If it's not necessary, so why do you want to tell people about it?
It's all finished.
Yeah.
So
the other one in your handout, let's read that together.
One kind.
Let's read it together. This one here. Read it together. One kind word can change someone's entire day. Did you hear that? One kind word can change someone's entire day. So try to be kind to people. One kind word can change someone's entire day. That's why it's good to be kind. I'm only going to be talking to Junior here. He's the only one listening. So one kind word can change someone's entire day. Yeah? So be kind to people. Be nice to people. Don't be horrible to people. Yeah? And then let's read the last verse. Let's read the last verse. Proverbs 12:18. What does it say? The last one there. Read it together. But wise words bring healing. You see? So if you tell somebody a careless word, a bad word, some children, they are being bullied, cyberbullying online. Somebody says something horrible, something mean to a child. They go home and some of them have killed themselves because of an unkind word. They've gone home, they've gone to their room, and their parents thought they were in their room like reading or playing games, and they've gone there later and they've killed themselves because they're being bullied, because people have been unkind to them, because people are just saying bad and nasty things to them. And so can you imagine if you said something unkind to somebody and they went home and they killed themselves, and you know it's because of what you said? How will you feel?
Really bad.
Very sad. Guilty.
Very sad that I want.
Yeah. Yeah. You see? And the person killed themselves because of what you said. And they just went home and said, that's it, I can't take this anymore. Michelle was horrible to me today in school. Michelle, I know you will never do that. You're a nice girl. You know, she was horrible to me today in school. She was nasty. She said all these mean things. And then they killed themselves. Yeah, exactly. You're a good girl. You don't even know any mean words anyway. You don't know any mean words. You only know good words. You only know positive words. Because you're a good girl. You're a good Christian girl. And Christian children don't have mean words in their mouths. So that is today's lesson.